Check, check. 1, 2. Test, test. 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check. Test 1, 2.
There we go. Wonderful. Good afternoon. It is Wednesday, October 29th, 2025. It's approximately 4 minutes after 4 o'clock, and we're ready to call the Compensation Review and Charter Review Commission to order. Madam Clerk, would you be so kind as to call the roll?
Chair Exum,
Present.
Ms. Hall,
Present.
Mr. Horn,
Present.
Ms. Lawler, Mr. Simpson,
Present.
Mr. Taylor,
Present.
6 members present.
Great. Thank you. Our first item on the agenda is the approval of the October 21st, 2025 minutes. I will give you a moment to peruse those, and I will accept a motion.
So moved, Madam Chair.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second that we approve the minutes as standing. Any unreadiness? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Chair Exum,
Aye.
Ms. Hall, Mr. Horn,
Aye.
Ms. Lawler,
Aye.
Mr. Simpson,
Aye.
Mr. Taylor.
Aye.
6-0.
Great. Thank you. So moving on to discussion of the compensation recommendations. At our last meeting, I asked that we would review those and hopefully be in a posture of making some recommendations. So I'll turn to our administrator and see if she has any comments, and thereafter, if any of the members would like to make any recommendations or have any discussions or comments, we'll entertain those and or questions.
Okay, thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you.
And you are correct. We are at that portion where it is time for you all to deliberate and hopefully come upon your recommendations to submit to the council and the executive regarding the compensation. I think we have provided you again with the different illustrations. And I know, as you stated, Madam Chair, that you all went back and hopefully looked at all the information that was provided so that you can decide which, option you wish to go with. And so we just entertain that right now. We do have Mr. Hamlin back. If you have any questions in particular about some of the configurations that are on these two illustrations before you. And just time-wise, I think we've stated that the final recommendations go to the council by December 15th, if memory serves. That's right. Kathy's nodding in agreement with that. So you're still looking good with your time, and hopefully you make your decisions today.
Great. Thank you. At this time, are there any of the membership that would like to discuss or put forth any recommendations? I'll entertain that at this time. Don't be so quiet. None? Mr. Horn.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Chair. First of all, I wanted to thank all the people who came down and provided us with this information. Stuff has been very helpful, been very insightful for me. I know a lot of my colleagues are elected officials and have been on this side of the table and know all about budgets and all and stuff. And I think, we've all heard and agree that, unfortunately, there's a trickle-down effect from the federal to the state to the county, that there's a lot of unsurety that's out there. One thing that's not unsure is that the budgetary situation is not what it used to be. And so we have to, in my opinion, act accordingly and be prudent and I don't even know if I want to say conservative, but it would be conservative because we can't anticipate any increases and stuff in the future. As saying that, I definitely think, with reference to the current salaries, that they should remain. And then with reference to adjustments beyond that, I'm open to, discussing that further. The CPI adjustments up to 2,500 seems to be the fairest way of doing it, but that would be my recommendation. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Just for clarity, his recommendation, is that option C?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Stand corrected. Thank you. Any comments, questions, concerns with regard to that? Anyone? Is there a second of the recommendation then?
Second.
It's been properly moved in second for option C. And Mr. Hamlin, would you just go over that so it's in the proper form as we prepare to vote?
Sure, and I want to also interject. I mean, obviously these are not the only options. These were kind of illustrative, and the current setup also had a 1-year freeze, is similar to this, but instead of the 2,500 max, it had a 3%. So, which I just wanted to make sure that was considered as well as the dollar amount. The 3% kind of protects against real spikes in the increase. So either is workable. I just wanted to make sure it was clear that those were both options. But
So let me, over the last, I guess, 2 to 3 years, in terms of CPI, it's, that amount has kind of been an average of what? Per year?
So 2022, it was 8.2. 2023 was 3.7. 2024 was 2.4. And there was a period of, and just going back a little before that for reference, it was 5.4 in 2021. But then every year from 2015 through 2020, it was below 2.5%.
Okay.
So I do think, I think 3%, which is what is a reasonable sort of cap. 2,500 is pretty low, actually. So that would be the more cautious
Conservative.
approach.
Madam Chair, if I could, I do apologize because I was looking at one that said up to 2.5%, or, if they want to make that 3%, I don't have any objection to that. I don't like the flat rate.
Okay.
I prefer a percentage.
Okay.
So I don't know who seconded my motion, but
I did.
Okay, so you modify that to, you'd like to modify that to the 2.5 or 3?
3%.
3%. Okay. And,
Second,
okay.
3%.
So that would essentially be keeping the same structure
That it
as
is
is
now.
currently in the code. So,
Right.
and this would be for both the council and the executive.
Correct.
So again, just for the record, that
Mhm.
would mean that in the next year, their compensation would remain the same. And then in the second, third,
Subsequent
and fourth
years.
year of their terms,
It
it
would
would
be
be
adjusted.
adjusted by increase in
CPI.
CPI, but capped
No
at a
greater than
3%
3%,
increase in
correct.
any given year.
Correct. Is that clear for all of the membership, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. We stand ready to vote then, Madam Clerk.
Chair Exum,
Aye.
Ms. Hall,
Aye.
Mr. Horn,
Aye.
Ms. Lawler,
Aye.
Mr. Simpson,
Aye.
Mr. Taylor.
Aye.
Motion carries 6-0.
Thank you. Now, with respect to our next assignment of the charter, what is anticipated for us to start on that mission. Ms.
Yes.
Gresham.
As we now we're segueing into the next phase of your duties and responsibilities. So, as the Charter Review Commission, and the schedule that we have outlined for that. Let's see here. Let me just get to the next date. So we are. Let's see. It's November 5th. I don't know if I have the most current schedule in front of me. Wait a minute. I just want to make sure I have the dates correct. And I'm looking over at Ms. Williams to make sure I'm correct. Is November 5th the next date that we would possibly be meeting?
That's next Wednesday, right?
Yes, but we might want to do 2 weeks from that. So that's why I'm thinking I must have an off schedule. But yeah, you might have the most current. Karen, what do you have, November 5th?
Yeah.
Huh.
It feels tight.
Yeah, that doesn't, I don't know why
So-
that was the next date, but after that,
January 7th.
I think we had an October 15 day that we had an October 15 day that we did not do, so we did
Okay.
That-
October
Ah, so
29th.
that's how
moved it.
we-
Okay.
okay.
I'm like, what happened?
All right.
Thank you for that, Kathy.
So so if we stay on schedule with the 5th,
Mhm.
we would have a meeting on the 5th, and then,
And then the next meeting would be January 7th. It's almost
Okay.
as if we're taking a break there.
okay, so
Uh,
let's
for
just
recess.
push to the break if the members
Okay.
are okay with that, and pick up on the 7th. And then everyone has their copy of the charter,
Yes.
right? That they can
Yes.
spend their holiday perusing. How about
Yes.
that?
And hopefully you have the up-to-date version. I think we did not
Yes.
hand out that.
Okay.
Oh, well then let's get that for
okay,
you
let's
right
make
now
sure we
before
get
you-
that passed out.
Right. That's the 2024 supplement.
You don't have the current one.
Aha. So we printed
So-
some new ones, so we want to make sure you have what you need.
Right.
And then we will go through, the scheduling. So what we ended up doing is breaking you all down in subcommittees.
Okay.
Just to make it a little easier so that we talk about, let's see, we have an administrative and legislative matters subcommittee, a budget and fiscal matters subcommittee, and a contracting and personnel matters subcommittee. And so, Madam Chair, you may want to start thinking about that and the members as well as to which one you may wish to serve on. So we can send that information out too.
Sure.
So that we can have you,
And
Just
again,
dive in.
that will not preclude anyone that wants to fully participate in all from doing so if that is your desire. Let me just put that out there. Now, if not,
right.
so you can always sit in and
Yes.
participate in the other subcommittees as well.
And what we end up doing is having various directors of the agencies and departments come, whether it's Office of Management Budget, Finance, Office of Human, OHRM, yes, Human Relations Management, Office of Law. So we have presentations, we go through, and then the calendar has various dates on here, but we end around April 2026. It's generally how long it
Okay.
for you to give your recommendations on that.
Thank you.
So that is the schedule. We will certainly get you what you need so you can start thinking about what subcommittee you wish to serve on. Usually is it 2 to 3 members on each subcommittee? Yeah, 3 per subcommittee. Is that right?
It's been that, but we are one short.
We are one
remember.
shot. That is correct.
So that
That is
kind of,
correct. And we have been in touch with the county executives appointments liaison about that to try to get that 7th member. That is true. Okay, so
Okay.
hopefully before we meet back, you'll have it.
Okay,
Have it.
great.
You'll be in full complement.
So, yes, ma'am, Ms. Hall,
Question,
put your mic on, please.
oh, sorry.
Thank you.
I did get a phone call from one of the boards wanting to know what was the deadline for them to submit recommendations for the charter review. Do we establish a deadline?
Out of curiosity, which board was it?
The police accountability.
They've called everyone.
Well, again, we will be meeting throughout. If you start January 7th and we end around April 26th, that is the time frame that different people can come and submit.
But this person told me there was something already in the charter or something saying that there was a date specific by which stuff had to be submitted. Is that true?
To this
Body,
commission?
I didn't know. I referred them back to you
I think the
guys.
date is for us to submit to the council.
Right.
I don't
'Cause
think
they
it's-
thought that
right.
that we were blowing past a deadline for the public to submit. But of course, I don't know any of these deadlines.
No,
so-
because the way we'll end up, whatever recommendations are made, and then it goes before the council, and then we have bills if they wish to do that, to end up on the ballot. So that has a deadline, right, in
And we-
August.
We will have a public hearing.
Yeah, right.
Where members of the public are invited to come and share.
And
any
they can submit
ideas.
testimony.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, I didn't even attempt to answer. I think I referred them to you.
Oh, I answered.
Oh, you're
I
aware of
did,
this?
yeah.
Ah, so we'll get everyone straight, who wishes to participate. And I forgot about that. You definitely do have a public hearing. That's right.
We do.
Yeah, so.
So, that being
Okay,
said,
that being said.
first, let me thank, lastly, let me thank everyone for their participation over the last several months. Glad we put this matter to bed and then, can move on to, the, charter portion of our government and how our government works. So, thank you all.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
your holidays if I don't see you prior to then. And thank you to the staff for all your efforts and work. And if there's no further business, we stand adjourned.
Thank you.